Welcome back to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti, activating Delaware's citizenry for political change. That's the goal of our next two guests. Dustin Thompson is the outreach coordinator, and Becca Cotto is the network coordinator of Delaware United. Thank you both for being here. Let's start with the easy question, and I'll ask you both. What is Delaware United?
Yeah, so thanks for having us. So Delaware United is a group of voters, volunteers, and advocates from all across the state, all walks of life of Delaware, coming together in a united way to change the course of Delaware politics.
You know, it's interesting because, and you put that very well, but I looked at the sheet that talks about who you are, and it didn't seem to have an agenda. It didn't say, this is what we want changed. So I ask you, what do you want changed?
We want the people's voice to count in this. You know, we feel like right now in politics that the politicians make decisions and there's power behind people. And people think they don't have that opportunity, and if they get involved, they can make a difference.
So you don't care who they are? I mean,
oh, well, we care. We're Democrats.
Oh, you are? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I'm the vice chair of the Newcastle County party.
Are there specific topics that you are interested in?
If you go to our website, delawareunited.org, we actually have a full platform of different issues and agendas per each issue.
The goal seems so holistic for a moment in that it wasn't agenda driven, but it's definitely agenda driven.
It's definitely agenda driven.
It's definitely a progressive agenda, but it is an encompassing agenda, but there are specific.
So you don't want all the citizenry?
Well, we want anybody who shares our values and our beliefs that this is what Delaware should look like. And because we focus solely on state issues, I say this is what Delaware should look like.
You don't think progressives and Democrats are inspired enough right now? I keep watching TV and they're on the streets all the time.
Well, we are. We were all we were sponsors of the DACA rally last Monday, and we were all there. So Democrats, progressives, we are united, but there's still a little bit of division.
There's division within your ranks, or division in the country you're talking about? Because the division in the country is obvious.
Well, there's division in the country. There's still division within the left as a unit. We saw, you know, for better or worse, we saw a heated primary, and there's still wounds healing. But there is so much that we have in common that we can come together and push forward to. That's what we focus on, and I think that's what Delaware should focus on.
That's interesting. So that is one of your big concerns, that there's still a division among progressives in the Democratic Party?
Well, they're still coming into their own. A lot of people are new to politics and getting involved in a much bigger way. And so it's up to not only us as people coming into the process to stand up and to get involved, but also to the party to show them the way to get involved and give them a voice, and we advocate for that.
So give me some specific issues that you care about and that you want people to be mobilized about.
Sure, $15 minimum wage. We were really for the PIT adding the taxes brackets. Go ahead.
Right now we're looking actually at pushing for a Medicaid buy-in public option run through the state as a way to not only curb our health care costs in general for the state, but also to expand coverage. We shouldn't be taking away insurance benefits from state workers. We should be expanding benefits for all Delawareans, and that's one of the things on the forefront right now.
So how does this work? How do people join your cause?
There's a lot of action items that need to be done, from just getting petitions out and circulated and signed so we can deliver them to the right people to show there is momentum behind an idea such as an MBI program. There are meetings that we host pretty regularly for different events that they can come to and tell us what's important to them, so we can either say, well, we don't deal in that as well, but we do network with a group that does deal in that process very heavily, and we can kind of guide them in that direction. So there's multiple ways that people can get involved.
Yeah, we've built relationships with different representatives throughout this process. We did primary endorsements, then we worked for the candidates that we believed in. So we have that kind of leverage where we'll call the representatives we built relationships with and just say, look, this is kind of what people want. And
how much is we? How many people do you have involved with you?
As far as the steering committee, there's about, give or take, a dozen people on the steering committee. We have an email list of around 2,000 people, and then we have, as she said, we networked a lot with other groups, so we always include them in initiatives. so you can expand that dissemination of information. And then we have about 1,100 followers on Facebook that share and promote things on social media as well.
And this is leading to the next point. How do people reach you, and how do they join this cause?
Facebook, but like
Facebook,
yeah.
and it's Delaware United on Facebook.
Yes.
Our email, DelawareUnitedForAll@gmail.com. Pretty easy to remember.
Okay, I'll give you the last word. You were about to say something else.
I was just going to say we presented a 1,000 signed petition to Governor Carney on making our state a safe community, and that was us networking via Facebook. We didn't even go out on the streets. It was just all social media, and we met with his policy advisor on that. So
wonderful. Thank you both for joining us
thanks
today.
for having us.
Dustin Thompson is the outreach coordinator, and Becca Cotto, the network coordinator of Delaware United. The Delaware Way continues right after this.